The exciting events continue to unfold, while there's now even greater accessibility to some thrilling destinations. It's all within this latest edition of Caribbean Passport TV. Hi everyone, I'm Tamara Williams. Get ready as we report on one of the newer road races on the block. Finally, we'll hear one of Dominica's cultural icons tell his side of the story. It was red, white and black in the streets of Port of Spain as almost 1,200 competitors met the horn at the start of the Chinese Community Friendship 7K Road Race Port of Spain. As it turned out, another thrilling finish would be in store, and everyone who faced up to the challenge found themselves in line for several outstanding prizes.
Gradually they gathered as the pieces fell into place. It was the second year of an event rebranded as the Chinese Community Friendship 7K Road Race, in recognition of 50 years of diplomatic relations between Trinidad and Tobago and China, and the presence of Chinese Ambassador Fang Chu, Minister in the Ministry of National Security, Keith Scotland, and Port of Spain Mayor Chinua Alain solidified this sentiment. After a vibrant warm-up, over 1,200 participants sprinted off at the horn. The previous year's winner and runner-up, Trinidad and Tobago's Nicholas Romany and Alex Akeza of Kenya respectively, wasted no time in resuming their rivalry around the Queen's Park Savannah. This time, Akeza took control. Romany managed to keep it close as the other race participants all followed through downtown Port of Spain. In the end, the Kenyan was first to the line in 21 minutes 25 seconds, turning the tables on Romany, who crossed in 21:41, with 19-year-old Tafari Waldron following right behind, 8 seconds later.
The battle was tough as usual, running against Alex is always tough. Always have to be mentally prepared and physically prepared. He definitely has been doing his homework because he has gotten faster in terms of his leg speed. I've been working on my strength, my endurance, staying power with my coach, working on a new program. It's going really well so far.
I was proud of the performance because the time I did improve my last year's time, and it also improved on last year's first place time, so it shows progress in my training and in my running, so I felt good on my performance.
For the second consecutive year, Samantha Shukla led the females with a clocking of 28:55, which put her ahead of Cheyenne Lewis and Anika Bailey.
I'm trying to compete with myself. At the beginning, the first mile, the other female competitors were wrong, but as I get going into my race, I'm able to separate. I feel elated. I'm grateful to God to be the only person to be able to defend the title, knowing that it's 2 years in a row. I'm extremely grateful and thankful that I was healthy enough to come out and win again this year.
Darius Harding, the junior male champion, and youth female under-12 winner Chennai Moore were among other prominent young challengers in the race. While physically challenged competitors were again well represented by Gerard Assing. Following a quick cool down, the main champions and other top finishers duly received their trophies. The first Caribbean nationals to cross the finish line amongst the male and female competitors in this road race have also been rewarded with participation in the Run Barbados Marathon Weekend 2024.
I'm really excited to compete in the Run Barbados Marathon Weekend 2024 this year. I'm thankful that the Chinese community put on this event and they ensured that the women got an opportunity this year, and I'm looking forward to representing my country well. I'll most likely be competing in the 10K, God's willing.
In the Run Barbados, my game plan would be almost the same, just to go out in the front pack, but not to push too hard, just try to win the race like to the end. Because the first race is just the 1 mile. The more important races is the 10K and the half marathon. So the 1 mile is just like a warm-up. For the 10K is basically to conserve energy and try to win it at the end.
Draws were also made for other attractive prizes. Tickets to Puerto Rico courtesy Caribbean Airlines. 10 tickets to Tobago thanks to Corporate Travel and Tours Limited. Dinners, luxury pedicures, plus hampers, which were given out to cap off an exciting day.
I couldn't wait to get started. And when we did, it was a lot of pressure because it's 7K and hey man, there's a lot to do. But it was good, and celebrating 50 years anniversary. It was fun, enjoyable, and I look forward to doing it again next year.
This is something that started like just a fun challenge for me. And it's something that I'm really growing to loving. And I'm definitely looking forward to not just doing 7Ks, but 10Ks. And who knows, one day I might do the half marathon. Overall, it has been an amazing experience, especially coming on to the last kilometer to cross that finish line. That energy that you feel, it is immeasurable.
Much of this day's success was due to input and operations of the event's sponsors.
Subway is a major sponsor of all these types of athletic events, so running, football, swimming, cycling, different things like that, because we really think that it's important for us to be active and to promote being active. It's very good for persons to get active, to make sure that we maintain healthy lifestyles. It's really just about being active, walking, and it's really about completion rather than competition.
Meanwhile, partial proceeds from the 2024 Chinese Community Friendship 7K Road Race have gone towards the Just Because Foundation for children with cancer.
That was absolutely fantastic. Wasn't that an amazing race? Pretty exciting as well, complemented with some amazing prizes. And we really want to take the opportunity to say thank you so much for those who took the opportunity to participate in this race with its amazing significance. Thank you.
I've always believed that doing the right thing takes patience. It shows a deeper commitment to create something that people will enjoy for a long time to come. So we take our time to get El Dorado right. And we're taking the time to make the world's most sustainable rum. When we started our sustainability journey, it was not something that rum distilleries prioritized, but not us. We knew the impact on Guyana and on the planet was becoming more and more important to the rum we make.
Guyana has a very unique environment, blessed with tropical rains and sunshine throughout the year. That is why 3/4 of the country's landmass is covered by lush, untouched rainforests, which is the home of over 1,200 different species of animals. Preserving the environment is the key to our El Dorado brand strategy. We aim at keeping the entire supply chain, from raw materials through the production process to the point of delivery to the market, in a manner that minimizes the impact of our operation on the environment.
Rum making uses energy and makes waste. Back in 2010, we built a biomethanization plant to use the waste from the distillery to produce energy in the form of biogas. Adding to that, nearly 2/3 of our fuel that we use for power generation comes from liquefied natural gas, which emits 20% less carbon as compared to conventional diesel combustion. The CO2 we produce during fermentation is captured, treated, pressurized, and liquefied for use in soft drink according to PepsiCo's standard of 99.9% purity as well as other industrial uses, thus reducing the release of CO2 gas into the atmosphere. But efficiency is where we make the big difference. Our new stills recovers and reuses energy so that we use less to make more. And with the bottling plant metering system, we're able to save on precious water.
Rum is an integral part of our history as a Guyanese people, and El Dorado enjoys a very close relationship with the communities in which we operate. Our DDL Foundation and cadetship programs provide educational opportunities for young Guyanese so that the next generation can enjoy this world that we are striving to protect.
I do believe that because rum is a product from the agriculture sector, the environment is absolutely key in terms of rum production on a sustainable basis. And that is why our goal is to keep El Dorado as the one brand that has the smallest footprint when it comes to rum on the international market.
Hope that you are enjoying all that we have to offer right here on Caribbean Passport TV. Did you know Republic Bank's Power to Make a Difference program is designed to help businesses, organizations, and other initiatives geared towards community and social support across the Caribbean? Let's look at some much needed funding that enhanced the operations of a local business.
The Power to Make a Difference program for us as Freegan Food Foundation was very attractive because it wasn't only about getting funds to maintain the programs that we run, but they also care about the community. PMAT program helped us tremendously because we deal with a lot of fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, and before we did not have any refrigeration or freezers, and the donation via the PMAT program helped us just buying the refrigeration that we need. So now we have weekly fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. And since it is a business that is relying also on the community, it's very nice that they also give back to the same community. It's a very short application. It's quite easy compared to other funding opportunities that are around. And like I said, it's not only the money, it's also the engagement. Also from the local Republic Bank here on St. Maarten, they contact us like every month, like, what are you doing? Even if when I forget to contact them, then they will contact me to say like, listen, we're still around, can we do something for you? What I would say to other NGOs is that I would definitely say, go apply for the Power to Make a Difference program, because it makes all the difference. Not only makes your life easier because you might get a little money, but also because of the contact that they have and their engagement in the community.
You're watching Caribbean Passport TV, broadcasting on over 60 cable and TV stations across the Caribbean on prime time.
Young Island is a 12.6-acre private island resort located just 200 yards off the southern coast of mainland St. Vincent. The resort boasts 29 accommodations, 4 different categories, some with plunge pools and one with its own infinity edge swimming pool. It's a beautiful island to explore, to recharge the batteries, to use as a base before exploring mainland St. Vincent. The island is private, it is very natural, there's a sense of authenticity, and guests simply look forward to this type of atmosphere that is so unique to our island. Many of our guests come from the United States, Europe, the UK and Canada, and they enjoy the open-air atmosphere at Young Island. Our restaurant consists of locally thatched huts close to the water's edge and surrounded by lush foliage. Some of these huts have one table, which is wonderful for a romantic evening of dining. We have always had an open-air restaurant. Our food is great. We serve fresh fruits and vegetables, all grown on St. Vincent, which is an agricultural island. And of course, no visit to Young Island is complete without sampling our breads. We bake 6 different types of breads, and they are served on a wooden breadboard at lunch and dinner. Our guests enjoy returning for the food, seeing the long-standing staff again, and of course for this wonderful, unique atmosphere here at Young Island. We are located on our own island, but it's a 3-minute ferry ride from mainland St. Vincent, and our ferry service operates on a 24-hour basis on demand for our guests, which makes it perfect for those who wish to venture over to mainland St. Vincent to do some hiking or perhaps visit Fort Charlotte. Others may take the local ferry over to Beckway. Many of them may stay on Young Island and relax and do nothing for a week, while others use this as a base for even sailing, because we have some of the best sailing waters in the Caribbean. So it's a fantastic area for sailing, and at times we have persons who may spend a few nights following their sailing trip here with us at Young Island. We have a beautiful lagoon-shaped swimming pool. We also have a hard-true tennis court, and there's a mini spa here. We also offer non-motorized water sports, including pedal boats, kayaks, and snorkeling. We have 2 bars at the resort, one of which is a swim-up bar, but our swim-up bar is unique. It's not in the pool, it's in the sea. It's called the Coconut Bar, and we hang fresh coconuts from that bar, and the signature drink at that bar is called a Coconut Delight, and it's served right out of a fresh coconut. And the Coconut Bar is a fantastic place for guests to meet each other and chat and exchange stories.
At La Mer, you will journey to an oasis of indulgence where one can reawaken to total tranquility. We craft each experience to help you unwind and restore the spirit. Give the gift of a La Mer experience with our spa packages. This gift is valid for 12 months and promises a true luxurious spa experience to help one relax and unwind. From our spa package bundles or a la carte treatments in the sanctuary of the senses, our services from hot stone massages to manicures, pedicures, and customized biologique recharge facials create luxurious restoration for the mind and body. Purchase that gift card for family, friends, and colleagues for a one-of-a-kind spa experience. Visit us today or purchase online. We're open 7 days a week, including holidays. Our front desk team will be happy to assist with your vital luxuries.
As we continue our journey, those flying into the island of Barbuda are already on cloud 9, thanks to the recent opening of a new international airport that features facilities for larger aircraft and the possibilities for direct flights from North America and Europe.
Located approximately 48 kilometers north of sister island Antigua, Barbuda, with its over 160 square kilometers of renowned beauty and eye-opening attractions, has become even easier to visit. This is thanks to the opening of the new Barbuda International Airport last October 3rd. Located east of the village of Codrington, this facility was built at a cost of $55 million and replaces the Barbuda Codrington Airport, which closed the previous evening. The new airport features a 1,859-meter runway that can accommodate larger aircraft than its predecessor, from private jets to the Embraer E170, which seats 72 passengers. In the process, the possibilities for direct flights from North America and Europe have opened up. Now, an expanded market of visitors can look forward to relaxing on Barbuda's world-famous pink sandy beaches, visiting the frigate bird sanctuary at Codrington Lagoon, along with Martello Tower, a 19th century fort, the Indian Caves, Darby's Cave, and Highland House, the one-time estate of the Codrington family. Barbuda is without a doubt a fantastic getaway, as even greater numbers of potential tourists will soon discover.
Pink sand beaches, absolutely heavenly. Barbuda, you must visit. And now for our personality profile. He has made major contributions to culture in Dominica, including his advocacy for traditions such as the Creole language. It's now time to sit down and have a chat with Raymond Lawrence.
Sometimes I see culture like a tree, where you have the roots, you have the trunk, and then you have all the branches of the fruits. And I see the roots as the traditional culture, where we've come from, all the things we've acquired through the years, all the wonderful expressions and heritage that we have. And then the trunk now is the building of what is already there. And of course, the branches are all the modern expressions and the fruits. If you cut off a branch from your trunk or your roots, then you begin to lose your identity.
For decades, Raymond Lawrence has been a living, breathing Caribbean artistic icon, a dedicated advocate of Caribbean customs and a champion of the heritage of his beloved nation of Dominica. He's served his country in the cultural division for many years, but his deep connection to Dominica's traditions began in his childhood.
I grew up in a family where most of my siblings were musicians or involved in culture. From an early age, I developed a love for the arts, a love for culture. I remember being involved in drama, doing painting and art, winning competitions, doing poetry, doing short stories.
Raymond Lawrence went on to have a career in radio broadcasting, but he never gave up advocating for his country's birthright, its natural wonders, and its history.
The nature and the culture now go hand in hand, because when the tourists come, they can appreciate all the lovely waterfalls and rivers and hot sulfur springs and boiling lake, and at the same time they can enjoy the food. They can enjoy the dance and the drumming and the music and the drink, the various Creole drinks that we have, and the Calinago people. So the people as well, and the rich culture of the country helps to enhance the natural beauty and make it a beautiful, multifaceted experience in Dominica when they come. So the nature certainly is very important, and it influences our daily lives. People go to the river for bathing, for this, for that. We go to the sea. We have beaches as well, and with the seas all around us. Hiking is a big thing in Dominica because of the mountains that we have.
Raymond's devotion to heritage and its preservation originated in Dominica, but his philosophy of its importance transcends the country's borders to the wider Caribbean.
First of all, culture is very, very broad, multifaceted, and the artists and the writers have a huge part to play in the promotion, the preservation of culture across the region. And we have lots of similarities in our heritage in the Caribbean, as well as differences, which help to enrich, I think, the tapestry of the expressions of the Caribbean.
Raymond Lawrence is committed to ensuring future generations will not be deprived of their customs and traditions.
They can create new things, new images, new expressions, but it's so important to have it based on the realities, on the stories of your culture, so that you are maintaining, sustaining, safeguarding the cultural heritage. As you move forward, as you're creating, as you're being dynamic, you're also bringing along with you your heritage, which is so important, and all the rich traditions of the culture that have been with us for a long time. We need to continue to invest and place a lot of importance on culture, on all aspects of development. But the culture, to me, I see it as the glue that binds everything together, because culture cuts across all aspects of development in our individual countries and in the collective as a Caribbean. And we have many, many beautiful aspects of our Caribbean culture that we can celebrate, that we can continue to promote, and we move forward with both the creative, the modern, the contemporary, the creative and cultural industries, and at the same time, the wonderful richness of the heritage and the traditional culture of our countries combined.
Culture bearer, artist, advocate, icon, Raymond Lawrence's love of tradition runs deep, right down to its rich Caribbean roots. For years, he has helped guide the growth and conservation of Dominican culture, putting his heart and soul into nurturing and preserving his country's rich heritage. He continues to be an iconic representative of the nature isle of the Caribbean, with a legacy which is poised to keep growing and thriving. Thank you, Raymond Lawrence, for your contribution not only to Dominica, but the entire Caribbean.
A true cultural icon, profiling personalities like Raymond Lawrence, looking at travel-related aspects and events throughout this region. We have celebrated this episode in typical Caribbean Passport TV style. Once again, I'm Tamara Williams, and it was a blast to have accommodated you. We're already ready to have you over for Christmas on our next edition. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.